Hi everybody, today we're going to read A Chance for Esperanza by Pam Schiller, illustrated by Mike Huckrusk. Abuela, abuela, the sun is cracking. Tonight is the night. Ivan, the sun is cracking. Tonight is the night. You're right, Austin. Let's go ask everyone to turn their lights out tonight. We want the moonlight over the ocean to be the guiding light for these little guys. Light on the beach might distract them. And you make sure you have strong batteries in your flashlight, said Ivan as he patted Austin on the shoulders and winked at Abuela. Abuela, Austin said, seriously? I want to hear the story about Esperanza again. It will help me be ready tonight. I'm going to help every little turtle make it to the sea. You have always loved Esperanza's story. I'm happy to tell it to you as often as you like. Before you were born, before your mother and father were married, I came to Kailum to visit your mother. She was working in the dye shop. I fell in love with this village and the people who live here. After the night on the beach when we set the turtles free, I knew I would return again and again. A long time ago, the turtles swam freely in the ocean for dozens of years. There were many sea turtles. Then people built homes and big atolls on the beach where the turtles laid their eggs, and the turtles no longer had a safe place for their nest. Soon the numbers of turtles began to decrease. There were fewer and fewer turtles in the sea. I start the story, Abuela. You're too slow. One night, some mother sea turtles came up to the beach and laid their eggs. Early the next morning, my mother and Ivan walked along the beach looking for the tracks and small mounds of sand that would indicate a turtle's nest was buried below. The first nest they found had already been robbed by birds and crabs. There was nothing in it except empty eggshells. But they found another nest that the animals had not discovered. You tell the rest, Abuela. Ivan and your mother carefully dug out the eggs, all of them. They put them in a pail. Ivan counted 78 eggs. They carried the eggs to Kalim, to the turtle nursery. They dug a hole in the protected area. They dug a deeper hole than the mother turtle had dug, and they buried the eggs. When they were finished, they stuck a stick in the middle of the nest as a marker to help them find the nest later. They wrote in the date of the marker so they would know when to expect the babies to hatch. Many days later, about 60 in all, the sand around the market began to crack, and Ivan knew that the baby turtles were hatching and wiggled out of their shells. He carefully dug the babies up from their nest and placed them in a box to keep them safe until nightfall. When the sun went down, it was time to release the turtles. Ivan told everyone to turn off their lights and come to the beach. You were one of the people on the beach that night, Abuela. Yes, Austin, I went to the beach to watch the baby turtles crawl to the sea. Your mother was there too. It was her job to tell the story of how the mother turtle had laid her eggs and how she and Ivan had reared them to keep them safe. Your mother told the people to make two lines so everyone could see the turtles as they made their way to the sea. She explained that the journey from the box to the sea was an important part of the release because it helped the turtles develop the ring of their claws and it helped them strengthen their legs They need strong legs for swimming. My mother let the turtles out the box. Right, abuela? Right. Your mother released the turtles, and Ivan used his flashlight to help guide them to the sea. Some of the turtles went straight to the water, didn't they? Yes, some went straight to the water, but others were confused. They crawled in the wrong direction. Ivan used his flashlight to get them turned around. Soon, all the turtles were in the ocean except for one. And you want to pick it up and help her, didn't you? I want to help her, but Ivan said she had to make it on her own. He said if she couldn't make it in the water on her own, she would not be strong enough to survive in the ocean. When a turtle didn't make it to the ocean, it was left on the beach. You asked Ivan if you would borrow his flashlight, didn't you? Yes, I took the light and put it close to the turtle's eyes. When I did, I saw that her eyes were crushed over with sand. She couldn't see. I picked her up and wiped her eyes and put her down again. In a short time, she began to move. Soon she began to crawl more quickly, and eventually she reached the ocean and swam away, looking just like her brothers and sisters, who had gone ahead for her. You want to name her Dilly Dally because that's what she had done, but Ivan said you should call her Esperanza, which means hope in Spanish. He said if one woman has this much hope for one turtle, there is hope for all the turtles. Ivan and your mother have released many turtles over the years. Without their help, most of the turtles will be die. Tonight you will help. You will be the hope for the turtles. Well, I hope you enjoyed this really, really beautiful story. Bye.